If I could pick one word that would describe Phil to me, I like the word authentic. Phil was not playing a part on Duck Dynasty. I went there this last Christmas time to go duck hunting with my son and with my daughter's boyfriend. And he was a big fan of Phil Robertson's podcast called Unashamed. And it has helped him in his faith because he never grew up with a dad. And he looked up to Phil. And I said, well, come with me. We'll go duck hunting and maybe we'll get to talk to Phil for a little bit. So when we got there, I knew we were going to be on the river. And one of Phil's favorite things to do is baptize new believers. And I talked to this young man and I said, hey, listen, I know you're really growing in your faith. I said, have you ever thought about baptism? And he said, yeah. He says, man, I would. And he'd even been talking to my daughter about how cool it would be if somehow Phil baptized him, but he never thought it was possible. So I called and we set it up. And I drove him over there right outside of Phil's house, and his son Jase and him baptized this young man in the river, freezing cold in camo waders, and Phil presided over it because he was very sick. He couldn't get in the water, while Jase took this man's profession of faith, dunked him in the water, came out, tears streaming down his face. It was like the sky parted, and he came out of that thing like a new man.
Really?
And Phil was there just with him and presiding over the whole thing for like an hour. It was the coolest thing. And I remember he just said to me, he said, Cameron, he said, I'm sick. And we talked for a little bit, and he kind of went back to his room. And then I got the news.
Did you feel that was going to be the last time you saw him?
And I apologize for getting so emotional about this. I just have so much respect for him. And his authenticity demonstrated that he didn't care about being on television or being a celebrity. He just knew that it was a platform that could advance the message that would transform people's lives and families. And so he tolerated the media. Yeah. And I just appreciate him.